Boss Key Productions have released their newest game, the free-to-play Battle Royale known as Radical Heights. After Lawbreakers failed to grab an audience of his own, Boss Key hinted at Radical Heights' existence before confirming it a mere 4 days later via trailer. It's safe to say that the gaming community didn't take too kindly to this, with a like to dislike ratio of 1000 to 3700 as of recording. With the game's somewhat mixed reaction, I decided to wheelie myself in order to let you guys know whether Radical Heights is a totally tubular experience or just another gnarly game to ignore. Starting off, I want to address some of the main criticism that I've seen for the game already. A common theme across the board is that Radical Heights is just another Battle Royale game and is unoriginal. That's really not the case though. From my time playing the game, I didn't really find anything that I could brush over with those comments. It has your Battle Royale tropes for sure, falling from the sky, has shrinking map size, gun combat and third person. At the same time though, this game's focus isn't actually on any of that, playing second fiddle to the key mechanic, money. The main point of this game is to collect as much money as possible. The setting of Radical Heights is that of a game show, so that makes perfect sense to me. Across the map there's all these little quirks like prize corners, mini-games and events, which all spawn in, all with the goal of getting you more money. You can then use this money to buy more guns and gear to help you progress. This take is very different to its competitors in the genre, and yet it's still seen as unoriginal. Personally, I believe they could have changed it even further. The gunplay as it stands is a bit generic. To really spice it up, they could have made these guns more 80s in design, or even have them be sci-fi infused, just to stand out that little bit more. The game in its current state is horribly optimized. My PC barely makes its minimum requirements currently, and that isn't really good. The poor optimization is going to be a turn-off for a lot of early investors, which is more than likely going to stunt its initial growth. The frame rate is also a bit all over the place right now. I personally found myself hitting 30 to 40 on average, with occasional drops to the 20s and even teens. Using the sight on your weapons I found to be the main cause of this, and scoping from a weapon like a sniper rifle causes drops, which in games like this is going to generate a lot of salt. Graphically, Radical Heights has its problems. When initially testing the game, I had this insane glitch with my monitor, the screen flashing green and purple, and it just made my experience unbearable. On further testing, I discovered this to only be my one monitor, with the other monitor and in-game recordings not showing this error. This of course is a major issue, and is something that needs to be looked into now before it's too late and the rapid flashing causes someone to have a seizure. The glitches aside, the game looks pretty damn nice. The more cartoon-esque style is something I know a lot of people really hate, but I personally don't mind it. It matches the 80s style really well and makes a really colourful experience. There is, however, a problem which I seem to be seeing more and more of these days: untextured buildings. As I have mentioned in previous videos, these should have been finished before public release. Keeping them in while releasing your game is just lazy development and makes your product look less professional and really dulls the overall quality. The final thing I want to talk about is their inclusion of microtransactions and day one DLC. I will be the first to admit that I hate microtransactions of all forms, but I will also admit that some methods are better than others. Radical Heights seems to bob and weave my preferred line. They follow a premium currency system which is bad, but it's all for cosmetic items which is good. You have to unlock every item to buy them without gems, which is pretty bad, but you can eventually buy everything without spending any money, which is good. The price escalation of clothes is insane, which is bad, but it's not a loot box system, which is good. For the DLC The Founders Pack, Boss Key recently made some changes after concerns of pay-to-win elements were brought up, removing all included bonus currency. While I applaud the devs for removing this, these two elements along with everything else we've discussed here today have made Boss Key's reach for Radical Heights nothing more than a stellar stumble. What do you guys think of Radical Heights? Is it the injection of 80s that the genre needed, or is it like its key mechanic, a cash grab? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, I'd love to discuss them with you. If you liked this video, then why not click the thumbs up right there? If not, the thumbs down is right there beside it, and leave your criticism down below, I'm happy to hear it. For more videos now though, why not hit subscribe and head into my channel. I recommend my How Bad Can It Be series, where I look at some of Steam's worst. Or, if you want to keep the Battle Royale train going, then why not check out this recent video I made discussing PUBG's newest map, codenamed Savage. I hope you all enjoyed, and as always, I hope to see you all soon. Goodbye everyone.